Howdy, y'all. This is Andrew McFarlane here in Australia. That's not my attempt at an Australian accent, by the way. I was doing a southern accent. And I also love that I've been able to figure out how to make a tripod out of this table. I'm always looking for inventive ways to create tripods out of objects that are around me. So this is a good one. I'm happy. I wish you could see it. It's good. I wanted to talk about shifting our measuring stick. I often reflect on this concept of success. What does it mean to be successful? And I found that as I've grown in life, that there's this distillation process of really shedding all of these concepts that the world has given me and that I've inherited through many social narratives, and really asking myself, what will matter to me before I die? If I'm sitting on my deathbed, does how much money I have matter? Does how much fame I have matter? Does how much kind of car I drive, what kind of clothes I wear? Does any of that matter? And to me, it's just they just dissolve. It's just like you really see how unimportant these things really are in the reflection of our mortality. And it's funny how we can spend so much of our time, so much of our energy, so much of our emotional energy, our physical energy, our spiritual energy, investing in these things that, when put into that kind of context, don't matter at all. And so when I'm thinking about really changing the measuring stick, right, changing the measuring stick of success, I do know in our hearts we will consider how much we loved and how truthful we were and how fearless we were, courageous, how grateful we were for really knowing the preciousness of this moment, this day, this life. How did we forgive? These qualities that can't be quantified, and they can never be quantified by anyone else. The people who are the most successful are the ones who feel the most successful in their being and in their spirit, those who have peace in their hearts because they know who they are and are being more and more of who they are. I remember a couple years ago when I was at Vipassana, I was meditating and was taking the day and taking this meditation session to send so many people love, and also just to feel into people's energy and to feel into where people were in their spirits. And it was an interesting feeling to sense that out of all the people that I knew, from my perspective, from my experience, I really couldn't say that there were so many people who had deep peace in their hearts, who, if they knew they were meant to leave this life tomorrow, that they would feel that they've come here to do what they were meant to do. And I can't say that ultimately. I don't know if that's true. So to me, this isn't really, it's not a judgment to people. It's really just a sense, right? It's a sense for me to reflect and for all of us to reflect and ask ourselves that question is, are we feeling peace in our hearts, knowing that we are being who we're here to be? Are we forgiving? Are we loving? Are we actually measuring, if we can measure, are we actually having the reflection of measuring our success based on the qualities that matter to our souls and the only qualities that really matter in life? Or are we, and how much time do we spend thinking about making money, making more money, getting famous, getting more famous, getting status, more status, power, more power? feel it's helpful, these lenses, for us to take on this lens. It's really sobering, and it's important for us to do because that is the reality. That's one thing for sure. Maybe I should say, I don't know. It's interesting when we think about death. Sometimes we only assume that we're going to die because we see that other people die. But I don't know. But I'm choosing to live as though I am going to die. Um, yeah. How will we look at this day, this moment, and what will matter? I encourage you all. I encourage myself. I invite myself to invest our energy, invest our attention in those things that in our hearts we will be able to reflect on and feel deeper peace in our souls, knowing that we lived our truth, we expressed who we were, we valued that which is valuable. And that's what this is about, really. It's about valuing that which is valuable. We can get lost in this culture of valuing things that are not valuable and forget what is really, really valuable. Loving the people that we love, expressing that to them, letting them know, being there for them, listening more, slowing down, expanding our perspective, being more fearless, authentic, more vulnerable, more truthful. All right. This is Andrew McFarlane. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.